Weldon Road then for this afternoon's Silk Cut Challenge Cup tie between Castleford and St Helens. Prior to the game, we can see all academy lads out there with two proud coaches, Paul Orr and Martin Ward, just getting presented with the Academy Championship trophy that we won this season. A magnificent effort from all the team and some brilliant crop of youngsters there. And a credit to the club and credit to the coaches. And I think they'll probably go on a lap of honour when they have the usual photographs took. And there they are, Academy, Castleford Academy, 1995-96. First time they won it. Not the usual lap of honour. And obviously we're looking to see some of these players in the future making the first team debuts and going on to big successful careers with Castleford. This is an area we've invested in, and we're looking for some return in the not too distant future. The days of big transfer fees, and obviously the season's coinciding with Australian season, so there's not a lot of overseas players to pick from. Rugby union now getting paid, you've got to keep your kids coming through. And this is what Cass did under JJ and scouts Keith Banks and Ernie Holmes 3 years since, and this is the fruits of the labours. Some outstanding talents. Indeed, one of them, Scott Robinson, has had a taste of first team football, albeit on the bench, didn't get on, but we're looking for more bites of the cherry. Like Sir Robinson, Allen, Baduskas, Wells, had a taste of 18 football, Mills, Ellicott, Orr, Hargrave, Smith, Holton, Oldfield, super players, deserving the accolades they're getting from the crowd coming out in front of our camera position. Outstanding talents. And this is a Castleford of the future.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Mike from Video, we bid you welcome to Weldon Road, Castleford. The Castleford team, I should say, is just taking the pitch, and their side for this afternoon's Silk Cup fourth round tie is Jason Flowers at full-back, Chris Smith, Adrian Flynn, Richard Goddard and Jamie Coventry in the three-quarter line. Graham Steadman reverted to standoff with Gareth Stevens, with Tony Smith being suspended for one match, and that's a talking point that we'll have a bit later. Dean Sampson, Colin Maskill and Nathan Sykes in the front row. Ian Smales, Andrew Schick, Tawera Nicholl the back three. Two subs for the Silk Cut Challenge Cup is Lee Harland and Brendan Tutor. The Saints side for this afternoon, Steve Prescott at fullback. Danny Arnold in for the injured Joey Hayes. Andy Northey, Paul Newlove and Anthony Sullivan back in the side in the three-quarter line. Carl Hammond and Bobby Golding, the half-back pairing. And in the front row with Apollo Pedalini, Kieran Cunningham and Andy Leatham, who's coming on in leaps and bounds, isn't he, Andy Leatham? Excellent forward, excellent prospect. Chris Joint, Simon Booth and Dean Busby, the back three, with versatile Vivas and Veer Matautia on the bench. Captain centre fielder, Bobby Golding and Tawera Nicholl. Your referee is Mr Stuart Cummings from Widnes. A fine day here at Castleford. It's not too cold. The pitch looks in excellent condition. Bobby Golding out talking to him before. He said he's happy with it. It's not bad underfoot. Castleford without Lee Crooks, the influential captain, in the front row. And they'll miss him, but Saints also have injured players. As I said, Joey Hayes, Ian Pickervance, Chris Morley, Adam Fogarty, and the long-term injuries to Alan Hunt and Tommy Martin. An away trip to the winners of the Rochdale versus Thatto Heath tie. So that's an incentive, obviously, for Thatto Heath to try and lower the colours of Rochdale. And then we'd have an away tie, but it'd be a home tie, wouldn't it, at Knowsley Road, because Thatto Heath would probably revert to playing at Knowsley Road. And obviously that's provided the Saints come through unscathed today. We're ready for the action. Castleford kick-off. Saints take it deep. Anthony Sullivan there, he'll get plenty of attention. His leg injury will be tested out to the full. The Saints bring it up. Andy Leatham driving forward. Excellent prospect, Leatham. Drafted into the first team in recent weeks. The Saints again move it. Perolini. Left leg, left knee, heavily strapped. Golding with the ball, puts it downfield. Rolls into touch on the far side. Chris Smith can't reach it, he lets it go. But obviously another piece in the Saints' quest for success in the Super League jigsaw. So Sean McRae installed as the head coach here at for the Saints. The 24th of January he took over, and this is a baptism of fire for him today, isn't it? At least with the game being postponed from a week yesterday, it'll have given Sean McRae time to acclimatise himself with the players and also the surroundings. Maskill moves it to Samson. Samson, big job for him today, and he can come up with it. An excellent forward on his day. Once again, Smales taken down. The Saints tackling looks sharp. It's got to be sharp. And Cass again. Sykes. Well taken down. Last one of the sequence. Saints move back quickly. The kick downfield. Maskill puts it downfield. Prescott's there. Sullivan's with him. Prescott has to draw it up. And there's only Prescott and Sullivan there that was in an onside position. All the forwards just coming back, and it's Sullivan again. He's had to take it. Now Saints regroup. Cunningham acting half onto Chris Joint. Another player back after injury. We know Joint can give us a good showing, but the cast tackling is pressing up. Gareth Stevens there and Graham Steadman. Veteran campaigner Steadman, but he can do the job. About 30 years of age, 31 years of age, something like that. Last one of the sequence, and Golding puts it downfield again. Similar position, it won't roll this time. Jason Flowers, he brings it crossfield. The Saints cover defence comes in. Leatham slows the man down. The rest of the Saints cavalry come in to meet him. Once again from acting half-back, Castleford move away. Jamie Coventry. Once again, Cass bring it on the short side. Andrew Schick, the man in possession. Stevens, short ball to Sykes, looked perilously borderline. Stevens out to Nicow. Nicow will have to be wrapped up. Cass move it over on the far side. He's lost possession. Saints snap it up. Cass maybe with a one-man overlap on the far side, but they couldn't do the business. Sullivan comes crossfield, taken down by Samson. Good run in, Busby. In the last game, Saints' last game against Halifax, outstanding in loose forward position was Dean Busby. Leatham draws it up, 15 metres from the Cass line. No score at present. Golding, Saints move it left. Hammond, Joint inside ball. Sullivan heavily involved. 3.5 minutes gone. No score. Saints pressing. Early score needed. Oh, awkward ball. Overlap for the Saints. Perolini, Northey. Yes, it's a fall over. Arnold's in at the corner. Good transference of play. Golding comes over. And why not indeed? Saints move it crossfield. And whereas they couldn't score the last time we came here, well, they couldn't score in the early period. Anyway, ended up about 20 odd points behind at one stage, and then came through in the last league game here and could have possibly won it in the end. But good transference of the ball as Joint took it over on the far side, the main stand side. Then it was moved across. Golding threw the ball out. It wasn't the best of balls, we can say. It was tidied up by Busby. Then he moved it across. It came out to Northey, and Northey came out to Perolini. Perolini had to release it to Northey. Northey out to Danny Arnold, and he just had to fall over there. Excellent start from the Saints.
Come on, Dino, get him going.
Obviously upheaval at Nosey Road a couple of weeks ago when the Saints decided to part company with Eric Hughes. As I said before, Sean McRae installed as the head coach. The baptism of fire here at Weldon Road in the Cup. Saints have got to get on with it. Professional outfit. And obviously Bobby Golding and Chris Joynt have been working in tandem with Sean McRae, the captain and vice-captain. And they'll have all three have been evaluating the side. Cass have the possession now. The sun comes out. We know the floodlights are on early, but the sun's coming out here at Weldon Road, and the sun shines on the righteous, and let's hope Saints are the righteous ones today. Scott Gibbs also out suspended. Now the ball with Steadman, he puts a tester. Great kick from Steadman. The ball back from Anthony Sullivan. Tidied up there by Steve Prescott. Good work there by Sullivan under pressure. He had the presence of mind to knock the ball back with a host of Castleford players pressing up on him. Now it's with Northey. 110% Northey. Simon Booth, head down, drives it forward. Drives like this, and strong running from this lad that saw him installed as more or less a permanent one in the Saints second row. Chris Joynt, he drives it in. Cass come in. Ian Smales, one of the tacklers, along with Steadman, puts the ball down. Chris Smith comes up with it. Solid tackling by the Saints. And we know, with meetings against Cass, both teams capable of exciting, flowing rugby. And it's just the side that gets their act together on the day. Knockout competition. Silk Cut Challenge Cup 4th tie. Cass again, move it out. Schick has the ball, breaks through the first line of defence, looking for support, it wasn't there, but Cass play it again. Richard Goddard moves it inside to Steadman puts it downfield. Oh, for Chris Smith, oh yes, that's an excellent ball there, an excellent try from Cass. They reply in kind 3 minutes later, 7 minutes gone. And a superb kick, and it was engineered by Graham Steadman. He took the ball well, he saw Saints were caught out wide there, nobody at home on the left flank, and he kicked the ball through to perfection. And Chris Smith followed it up, took the ball cleanly, with hardly a Saints player in sight, and levels the score up now at 4 points apiece. 9 meetings before today's tie in the Challenge Cup. Saints have the better average. Won 6, lost 3. Played 3 here at Cass, winning 2, losing 1, and obviously played 5 at Saints. Won 4, lost 1, and a neutral semi-final in which Cass won by 6 points to 3, I think was the score. Well, Cunningham again hits the straps, drives it up into the Cass half. Saints move it. Perolini straightens up. The Terminator drives it forward. Brought down by Sampson. Saints again. Golding hits it out to Northey. Northey evades the first line of defence. Gets it to ball away. It's a knock forward. That's a knock on. Stevens knocked it forward. He thought he'd have got away with it there, but I think the referee spotted it, or whether he got an indication from the touch judge. But no, they did well. Took the man in, dipped the shoulder, went into Goddard, pushed him out, then got the kick away for Danny Arnold. But the ball went to Stevens, and he couldn't gather it safely and cleanly. Knocked it forward, and Saints with a set of 6, 20 metres from the line. Newlove within 5 metres now. The big centre powers his way forward. Cunningham, good run in there from Joynt. Joynt within 2 metres. Another 4 tackles for the Saints to make it count. They need to reply. It's on to Sullivan. There's no room for him. He turns it inside. Saints keep the ball going. Prescott. Nickau and Smales. And Saints again being forced back. Hammond draws the defence in, gives the dummy, takes the tackle. Still looking to release. Castleford urged to get onside. They've got to line up on their own line. Golding chips it through. Oh, good work there. Superb work by the wingman there, Jamie Coventry. He did well. He took it well. He should have been well buried in his own in goal earlier. And the referee moves in there. He's seen a little bit of hanky-panky in at the tackle. Pushing away. Well, Danny Arnold just couldn't keep it in. The ball actually bounced in the field of play, but it was a well-flighted kick. Maskell will restart. And Booth and Busby in at the tackle. Sampson again. Possibly an excellent chance for the Saints to regain the lead there, but it come to nothing. Steadman draws the defence in, and Steadman's the man that Saints will have to watch. Jason Flowers, good run, over the 20, superb run. Newlove stopped him. Hammond completed a tackle, now it's with Stevens in the 20. Schick, he'll have to be wrapped up. These players will have to be wrapped up, man and ball. Last one of the sequence. Steadman brings it short side, touch the Saints player, comes back. And Saints have the possession, cries for offside, but unfounded on this occasion. And Danny Arnold takes it well. Sykes, Sampson and Steadman in at the action. Perolini. Oh, beg your pardon, it's Chris Joint that time. Thought it was Perolini. Cast defence on the far side. Cunningham, now it's Perolini. Big Western Samoan driving the ball downfield. Excellent cup tie, the match of the round as it was billed, and obviously it was programmed for BBC TV, but the elements did as a thicken. That's got a touch, that off a Castleford player. That is a correct decision. It's another set of 6. It did get a deflection. Hammond turns the ball in well. He fooled the commentator as well. That didn't take much, I hear you say, but Sullivan comes with the possession. Saints now, an ideal platform to build up. Newlove slips it up. Saints keep it going. It's now with Perolini. Perolini straightens up. Evades the tackle of Nickow. Perolini looking for runners. Slips it out to Booth. Saints throw it about. To McLaw, well, that's a penalty there. He pushed him off. Now it's with Prescott. Winding his way through, taken down by Steadman. Steadman and Schick in at the tackle. Inside ball. Golding, Joint draws the defence, looking for support, back to Golding, tidies up as the sweeper. Just held short, is that the 6th tackle? It is, it's the turnover. Oh no, this is the last one. Hammond chips it through, Andrew Schick takes it. The Cass defence, whether the Saints storm, but they've got a couple of injured players there of Cass. Saints have got to move up. The hooker Maskell taking the knock. Great defence from Cass there, great attack from the Saints. And an excellent game here in Prospect. Northey finally completes the tackle. Northey marks up along with Cunningham. Saints move up quickly, they get away with it this time. Maskell at dummy half. The kick upfield, well, it's crossfield. Not going to find touch or anything. Sullivan gathers it. Cass move up quickly. Tawera Nickow, second man in, along with Dean Sampson. Some good running from the forwards. Whoever loses today has got a couple of months rest before the Super League starts, so everything at stake. Only about 4 matches played in the 4th round, all the rest today. And as I say, an away tie against the winners of Rochdale or Thatcher Heath. Well, I think Saints are very fortunate there, in my opinion. It looked as though Busby had lost control of the ball, but the referee seemed as though he was going to give a knock on. Then, on an intervention of the touch judge on the far side, changed his decision. We'll accept it, don't need to worry about that. We need everything we can get, there's no danger about that. Leatham, just short of the 20. 4 points apiece, 16 minutes gone. Perolini again, backs into the defence. Tawera Nickow, along with Schick, heavily involved in the tackling. Golding running the angles. Golding draws the defence, slips it to Newlove. He'll be well marked today. We know the potential of Paul Newlove. Once again, Saints spread it. Can they breach this Castleford defence? Hammond trying to draw men in, trying to draw 2 and 3 men in from Castleford to get them out of position, but it's not worked up to now. Busby inside to Perolini. Perolini again. Support from Busby. Busby will touch down. He's not. He's knocked it forward. Good tackling by Castleford there. Excellent play by the Saints as they move it downfield. Perolini within a whisker. Support from Busby. Busby went for the line, couldn't touch it down, but great defence there by Cass. The severity of the tackle, shaking the ball from his hands, and Cass come up with the scrum feed. And Saints will be wanting to hold them there. So Castleford now in the shape of Jason Flowers, bringing it away. Dean Sampson, is it good running? Oh no, it's Lee Harland has come on. Nick Howe, out to Goddard. Goddard again pushes the defence off. Nick Howe, Sampson. Last one of the sequence, blind side. Stedman puts it well angled down the field of play. It's going to roll dead. Too much beef on it as it happens. But an ideal chance for Stedman. Exciting player Stedman when he's on. When he's on he's brilliant, and when he's off, obviously he's not. Saints have the possession. The referee there penalising Cass. Infringement at the play of the ball. Saints take it quickly. Bobby Golding wants to get things moving, get things underway. Saints again with Perolini up to the Cass 20. Gareth Stevens with the Nick Howe at the tackling. Done an immense amount of tackling, Nick Howe, so far. Good moving there. Golding over the top to Sullivan. Supported side from Newlove. Newlove's in for the try. In at the corner. Well worked move. And the Castleford defence is breached at the third attempt. A third foray down that left-hand side. But once again, the ball over here on the right. Then Golding taking control, putting it over there to the left, trying to run the angles, draw the defence in. A lofted ball over to Sullivan. He took the tackle. Support from Newlove on the inside. He just laid a lovely ball inside to Newlove. And the strength of this Great Britain centre three-quarter took him over. As you can see, it's only a couple of metres. So Saints in the lead again by 4 points, 8 points to 4. The conversion to come. Golding composes himself. Has he got the distance? Oh, it has! Hey, there we go! Is it going to be the Saints' day today? That's another little bit of luck going Saints' way. Bobby Golding pops it over. They all count in off the crossbar. And Saints take the lead at 10 points to 0. Oh, great boost there. The third time the Saints have been down at that end. Oh, beg your pardon, 10 points to 4, I am being corrected. That was just pure excitement, that. Perhaps wishful thinking, eh, John? John, your cameraman today. Good job he's here, Wigan, isn't it? But anyway, Saints in the lead, 10 points to 4. A clear, converted try separating the sides. And good work there. As I said, the Saints coming down. The Castleford defence had held firm. But Newlove in for his first Challenge Cup try with the Saints. Ship, haul down, the Saints settle down, Booth and Busby, Nick Howe running the angles, hands off Busby, cuts through the defence, Cunningham comes in, and a great tackle by Cunningham, but Cass moving forward. It's the last tackle of the sequence. The Cass supporters crying for an infringement at the play of the ball. Mr. Cummins had turned away. Stedman puts it in the air. The Saints are lining up for it. And Saints can't take it. It's all on. Well, the referee bringing him back. I thought he was going to play advantage. I was under the assumption that Saints player had lost the ball. It had come back to Castleford. It went out there to Adrian Flynn with Chris Smith on his outside. but there was an infringement at the play of the ball there, or not at the play of the ball, when the high ball had come in and a Saints player was obviously obstructed, pushed off the ball before he'd actually got hold of the ball, and the referee awarding a penalty to Saints. A bad play by Cass. Cunningham, good running from Booth. Booth, Busby and Joint to run strong, and Cunningham scampers away out to Newlove. Newlove again tries to bisect the Castleford players. Sullivan wants a quick play of the ball, and Saints move it in field. They miss out Joint. Now it's with Hammond. Hammond again, a lofted ball taken by Arnold. Arnold comes in field, backs into the defence. Steadman calls him down on the 20. The last one for the Saints. Golding, reverse angle kick. Prescott's chasing it, and Flowers had to kick it dead. That was exciting play there from Bobby Golding. It all looked as though the Saints were going to move it over to the left. Golding with the reverse angle kick, put it to the right. Prescott was coming through at a great rate of knots, and in the end, the fullback Flowers had to boot the ball dead. Steadman, excellent drop kick. 55 yards taken by Steve Prescott. And Saints now another 5 tackles and just outside the Cast 20. Sullivan again, Sullivan into the 20. Had more ball this afternoon than he's had for ages, hasn't he? As Perolini powers it forward. The wingmen being used very instrumentally in the play. Golding, short ball to Newlove. Oh, just as his legs taken by Stevens, and it's a good job too, otherwise he'd have been in. Chris Joint on the far side, the ball back inside to Newlove. Newlove again! Oh, Newlove's in behind the sticks! And that's a great try that came virtually out of nothing. That didn't look any danger really as far as Cass were concerned. But this is a similar thing to what happened last time. Saints moved the ball across field, it went over to Chris Joint. He turned round inside, fed it to Newlove, and a great gap emerged in the Cass defence. Newlove spotted it and went through like nobody's business. A great support from the Saints faithful behind the post there, and they'll probably be moving round at the half-time interval down to the opposite end, which way the Saints will be playing. Golding slops it over. So 16 points to 4 now, but great work by the Saints, and Newlove in for 2 tries in the space of 5 minutes, and that'll do the Saints' confidence no harm whatsoever. Newlove's 5th of the season with that brace, and Saints will restart. A great start obviously for the Saints, and a great start for Sean McRae and his troops. This lad's pedigree, well, a penalty award there to Cass or whatever. Sean McRae's pedigree can't be faulted. He's a big job here at Saints, obviously. Everybody in the Rugby League and approaching the Super League have a big job to try and catch up with Wigan. Obviously they're the yardstick. Maskill away, sees the gap. Maskill breaks through it, looking for support. He's taken down by Busby and Northey. He's chunnering away instead of getting on with the job. Steadman, Nick Howe draws the defence in, he takes the tattle. Should have let the ball go. I think there was 3 men to 2 on the far side. Over on that right side, he wriggles and moves forward a yard, cabbages a metre. Sampson up to the Saints 20. The first time Cass have been up here at this end for a while. Short ball to Goddard, which was forward, but he gets away with it, and Goddard touches down behind the sticks. But great work by Cass. They build up, they drive forward, they reply in kind. But that last pass to Goddard, certainly marginal, in my impartial opinion. But it doesn't matter what I say. He latched onto that ball well, even though we thought it was slightly forward. But, as they say, it's on the score sheet, it'll be in the paper tomorrow, and you can please yourself. Goddard converts it, 16-10 now. One converted try, separate the sides. Certainly an exciting game, plenty of points. 26 points we've had and we've played 28 minutes. So you can't fault that, but good tries, good running. And Steadman will restart with Cass scoring. And as we know now, we're getting used to this. The scoring side will restart the play. Deep kick by Steadman. Steve Prescott, well positioned, but it goes to Newlove. Took it well, now it's Andy Leatham. Saints move forward again. Cunningham tried to shake the tackle off, but he was well marshalled. He wants a quick play of the ball, a little bit of hanky-panky there. Allowed to get on with it. Hammond the man in possession. Cunningham brings it centre field. Busby straightens up, turns it back. Saints have got to keep it going. Joint drops it off. Hammond again. Last one of the sequence. Saints with the ball in the hands and Golding puts it cross field. Coventry. He takes it well, did well under a lot of pressure. Jason Flowers gains good yardage, clears the line a little bit for Cass. They move it blindside. Adrian Flynn forced over to the touchline. Sullivan in there, along with Newlove. Stevens along the line. Steadman. Oh, Steadman breaks through, and Steadman again. Golding comes in. Tamora Nichols backing him up. Castleford on a run. It's Goddard. Panalini brings him to a halt. Chris Smith comes in from the right wing over to the left for the action. Castleford moves 60 metres upfield. Now it's with Sampson. Steadman sees a big hole. Busby wraps him up. He releases it to Sampson. Last one of the sequence. Great rugby by Cass. Saints defence going to be tested. Nick Howe blindside. Turns it infield. It's still all on. The tackle's completed and that's the turnover. Castleford just losing the way a little bit there. But good rugby there, and Steadman the man, as I've said before, he's got to be watched. He's going to be instrumental wherever he plays. He's one class player. Saints move it out. Overlap on the left if they can release the ball. Good tackling from Stevens there on Prescott as he came through. Now it's with Joint. Joint drives down. Support coming through. Hammond, oh, he lost possession, dearie me. Joint on all the spade work, he gave it to Hammond and he couldn't control it. Jason Flowers now, back for Cass. Saints penalised for offside. I think that may be the first offside decision we've had. And a chance now for Castleford to build up. Nathan Sykes, good running from Sykes, hauled down by the Saints. 10 metres from the Saints line, Castleford trailed by 6. Steadman from the acting half-back position. Maskill plays the ball. Steadman drop off to Stevens. Stevens looking for the gap. Turned as if to pass it back to Steadman. Now it's with Nick Howe. Nick Howe on to Sampson. Sampson's in. Has he touched it down? Oh, he has. Great try by Sampson. And Castleford claw back. 31 minutes, approaching 32 minutes. And from when it looks as though Saints were going to run away with it at 16 points to 4, Castleford it back in the space of 5 minutes with tries from Goddard that was dubious, but that one, there's no doubt about that. Good running again from Cass as they move the ball upfield. Great running from Steadman. Nick Howe again doing plenty of the spade work. Really run hard, tackled hard this afternoon as Nick Howe, and Sampson on the end of it, and the Saints couldn't hold him as he powered to the line. We just can't see what board is up for Perolini. We think number 8 is the board. Goddard Does that level it up? Oh, it does. It does, and what a game we've got here, haven't we? 16 points apiece, and it's no wonder that this was chosen as the game of the round, because that's what it's proving to be. 32 points on the board, and 33 minutes gone. So Matautia on for Perolini, Western Samoan for Western Samoan. Only 2 substitutes today. Obviously we're allowed 4 changes, but forwards may have to be spelled. It's going to be a bruising encounter, isn't it? As they usually say, no quarter asked or given. Matautia in, blockbusting run. Stevens coming in round the top after Nick Howard taking him round the legs. Holding again. Hammond draws the man, slips it out to Newlove. Newlove tries to break through, slips it out on the side to Sullivan. Sullivan keeps going, can he make the line? He's just held short. Oh, he's given the try. Well, he's given the try. Obviously Sullivan didn't make another movement. He looked at the referee was right there. He must have got it on the whitewash. Obviously that'll be another talking point as far as as far as the Castleford spectators are concerned. But our cameraman today, John, nodded his head. He's got a better view than us. He's got the view that you are actually going to see on your video and on your replay, and he says that was a try. Referee Cummins was right there, and the try's awarded. Golding slots it between the uprights, and Saints regain the lead. It now stands Castleford 16, Saints 22. 38 points and 35 minutes gone on the clock. Stedman to Nickow. Castleford have got to come back again, just as they come back after trailing 16 points to 4 to make it 16 points apiece. Saints hit back in good style with some excellent running downfield, and Castleford pay the penalty. Andrew Schick midway between his own 20 and the halfway. 22-16 to score, 36 minutes gone on the clock. A lot of tough talking at the half-time interval from Castleford's John Joyner and Saints Sean McRae. As Sampson comes through, Saints will have to go in gang tackling. They've got to get the men round the legs. They've got to make sure they don't spread the ball, clamp them round the top as well. Stedman again, prominent in the kicking role. Danny Arnold, class footballer is Arnold, a lad that's made his way into the first team squad from the Academy Alliance and first team. Steve Prescott, no way through for him. Goddard brings him down. Maskill makes sure. Saints run again. Northey. Very quiet game by his standards, Andy Northey this afternoon so far. As Golding onto Matautia. Matautia shrugs Stedman off, slips it away to Arnold. He's got to keep in field. Cunningham was looking for the ball to be released. Arnold took the tackle and Cunningham brings it blindside, sees the gap, hits the straps, drives down. Unfortunately Danny Arnold had overrun him, but he slipped it to Golding. Saints spread it on the left. Hammond to Joint. Joint with only the fullback to beat again. Oh, what a try! What a try! Saints in for another, and that's a superb effort as the Saints move downfield 50 metres. And Joint there with classic second row international play. Touches down to the left of the sticks. 2 minutes before the interval. I think we better get a nurse up here for check my blood pressure the way we're going. My word, Saints hit back in great style there. Good work there by Cunningham. He drove it down the blind side here. I thought he'd gone the wrong way. That Danny Arnold had just overrun him. He fed it inside to Bobby Golding. Golding across, took it left. It finally went to Chris Joint through a big hole. The second row went. He only had the fullback to beat. He shimmied him, went round him. The cast defence came back, but Joint touched it down to the left of the sticks. And this is going to give Saints a 12-point lead back again. And it's approaching half-time, and it's a lead that mustn't be relinquished. Golding composes himself. strikes it well. It's up between the uprights. The touch judges raise the flags. The Saints get another 6 points. And they're in the lead now by 28 points to 16. What a superb game, a great advert for the game. A lot of points scored, obviously. 44 points. And we're in the last minute of normal time, plus any stoppage time that's been given, and I don't think there's been a lot of that. The game being played at 100 mile an hour, again between two great teams, the Super Saints and the Classy Cass. As we come up for breath, it's Andrew Schick. Maskell attacked in half. Stevens on the right. It's out on the far side as Cass just breached the Saints half. And once again, Sampson taking down Leatham and Simon Booth. No, Cunningham, I beg your pardon, and Simon Booth. The ball chipped through. It finds touch just inside the Saints 20. Scrum down, head and feed to Saints. 40 minutes gone on the clock. Just waiting for the timekeepers to add on what they've got to add on. But it's Saints head and feed at this scrum, maybe the last scrum of the first half. Well, there's the hooter before the scrum is formed. Only 18 seconds of stoppage time played, but what a pulsating first half in this Silk Cut Challenge Cup fourth round. Saints opened the scoring in the 4th minute with a try by Arnold. That was responded to by Chris Smith. 3 minutes later, 4 points apiece. Then a try from Newlove in the 19th minute. 5 minutes later, both goaled by Bobby Golding. Saints in the command at 16-4. Then in the space of 5 minutes again, Castleford hit back with tries from Goddard and Sampson. Goddard converted both of them, and it looked all tied up, 16 points apiece with 9 minutes to go. But Saints there in the last 3 minutes, last 6 minutes of the first half. Tries from Sullivan and Joint. 2 tries right out of the top draw. Goal by Golding. Half-time score here at Cass. Cass 16, Saints 28. Well, Castleford emerged from the tunnel. Yes, they are going to come out for the second half. They're trailing at half-time by 28 points to 16, and what a great first half play from both sides. Some exciting rugby. 12 points separating the sides. Now, there was 12 points separating the sides in the 24th minute when Newlove went over for his second of the 2 he scored so far. When Saints were in the lead at 16-4, then Cass hit back with 2 quick ones. 2 excellent tries. Finished off the first half with Sullivan and Joint. Both goal by Golding. And away we go. 40 minutes to go and a place in the next round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. And to the losers, 2 months break to obviously get their act together for the start of Super League as we will know it from the end of March. Sean McRae will have had his first half-time team talk with his new team, the Saints. Tighter tackling, I would imagine it'll be the order of the day. But there's been some flow in rugby. As Cass have the possession, Andrew Schick taken by Booth. Busby comes in to assist. Maskell at dummy half to Sampson. Approaching the halfway line. He's one strong forward, is Sampson. As I said before, missing Lee Crooks, the usual captain. As Stedman puts the ball downfield. Sullivan shouldn't have any problem, he makes sure. He makes sure, let it touch his leg. We know how awkward a rugby ball can bounce. As Prescott comes away, but Harland comes in. Dean Busby had an excellent game against Halifax, the last league game of the season. Maskell saying that his arm was held by Busby as Matautia came through. Cunningham blindside ploy. Golding draws on Paul Newlove. Strong lad. Sampson in along with Harland and Adrian Flynn. But Goldin again gets the kick underway. Flowers managed to gather it. He comes through at pace. Three Saints defenders bring him to a halt. John Cunningham and Andy Leatham. Chris Smith, scorer of the first cast try. Now again, Andrew Schick, the man. Cast bring it blindside. The Saints faithful, the travelling faithful get behind their charges. Nick Howe inside ball, forward pass to Flynn as he goes down the wing. He's taken by Sullivan. Oh, great tackle by Sullivan. He gets off him quickly. Chris Smith from the right wing over to the left. As Cass moves it over to the left. Nick Howe slips it inside to Steadman. Steadman again, gives the dummy. Goal! Steadman tries to cut through. Flynn was there in support, but he couldn't release it. Stevens from the acting half-back position tries to grubber it through. No way through there, Cass. I thought they might have had a go moving it left. Oh, I do beg your pardon, I'm saying Chris Smith from the right onto the left. He is on the right wing as they play this second half. Carried away with the excitement just once again. Cunningham scampering away, exciting player is Cunningham. He breaks through the defence. Chris Joyce with him. Cunningham comes centre field. Saints moving up. Nick out. Well, that's all on. It's such a Castleford player. The referee waves the tackle count clean. Hammond on to Busby. Busby outside to Northey. Northey to Arnold. Arnold inside into try to Northey. Oh, that's super rugby by the Saints. Even though I think there may have been, it looked from our angle, a couple of suspect passes. But I'm not bothered, the referee wasn't, so why should I worry? 3 minutes into the second half, and Saints move it well. Cunningham engineered it once again. Kieran Cunningham, only a youngster, but my word, oozing with talent. Comes from a good pedigree, doesn't he? His 10th try of the season. And making it 32 points to the Saints, 16 to Cass, and Goldin with the conversion. It is successful. Makes it 34 points to 16, and that is an uphill battle for the Castleford outfit to try and climb. No doubt they'll muster all the courage and all the expertise they have in the side to try and overcome it. It's Goldin. Puts the ball out on the full. And Cass will have the penalty from the centre spot. Steadman. He gets the ball into touch. 5 metres short of the Saints 20. 34-16 the score. 50 points so far, and we've still 35 minutes of play. Sampson hits the straps, 10 metres from the Saints line. The Saints defence going to be tested. Stevens changes the point of attack onto Schick. Schick just short again, 8 metres short, and Castleford again going through the repertoire. Stevens saw the chink in the armour, slips the ball out, but nobody there, and Newlove comes away with it. Well, Sampson there going down with the elbow on the back of Newlove as he was on the floor. Newlove gets up and laughs at him, but he's a very lucky boy there, he's Sampson in my opinion. He went down with the elbow onto Newlove, and we can do without that, can't we? Latautier, 10 metres short of the halfway line. Saints in possession, in the lead, 34-16, and Chris Joyce tries to push Flynn out of the way, but Flynn, Sampson and Nick Howe. Bobby Goldin. The last time Saints came here, it was without the services of Goldin. That had been banned for 3 matches on video evidence after being cited by Halifax. And Tony Smith, an instrumental part of the Castleford setup, is out today. He's got a 1-match ban. He was also up with the Great Britain captain and Wigan captain Sean Edwards. And Edwards managed to get away with a 1-match ban, didn't he? And he got his fine quashed as well. And no finer a pole-axing tattle I've seen by Edwards on an opponent, but he got away with it. And as we say, room for one and one for another. Or it seems that way anyway, let me put it that way. But Cass have the possession. Andrew Schick taken down. Sits with the bit between the teeth. Now it's Desmond looking for a positional kick. Well, it's bounced well, that. Danny Arnold on the far side. An awkward bouncing ball, and it just bounced, as you can say, a foot or so in from touch on the Saints 20. The Saints set and feed. Saints bring it blindside. Bobby Golding has it now. Busby took it out there. Slipped it to Golding. A blindside ploy that the Saints work to perfection, but not on this occasion. Cunningham away to Joint. Joint straightens up. 3 and 4 Castleford men coming in. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Saints with the only score of the second half. Hammond inside there. Bobby Golding was infield looking for the ball. He's got it now. He chips it through. Little chip kick. Golding chips it again. He's chasing Flowers. Well, the referee penalised Saints for pushing Flowers as he came up to get the ball. Cass fine touch. And they'll build up again. Just chuckling away, Mick Morgan, the Castleford commentator, as he just said, full of wit. Golding should know he shouldn't trample Flowers. But there we go. Cass have the possession. Maskill, Stevens, Nickow, Stevens, outside. Flowers comes in, losing his footing a little bit, but Newlove was there. And now again, Nickow worked tirelessly in defence and attack. He's a danger man. And Matauti are in. Just took a little knock. The kick from Cass goes downfield. Will it find touch? It does. Pinpoint precision there as Cass find touch. It'll be a scrum down with a Saints head and ball. 20 metres in from the open side here. Bobby Golding will feed, but excellent tactical ploy by Cass. So Brendan Tutor coming on to replace Andrew Schick, and we know about Tutor in his days with Featherstone. The baby-faced assassin he's known as, and no more competitive player in the rugby league. He's not the biggest in stature, but my word, he doesn't have to give a bit out. Plays well above his weight. Saints with a 34 points to 16 lead. 30 minutes remaining in this fourth round Silk Cut Challenge Cup tie. An awkward ball, not the best of balls, but Saints have broken out of play there with these balls before and scored. It wasn't to be on that occasion. Golding changes the point of attack onto Matautia. Matautia again strides through. Nickow's in the way. Nickow brings him down. Now it's Golding on the sixth and final tackle. Awkward bouncing ball, but well taken by Coventry on the far side. Arnold completed the tackle, wrapped him up. Now it's with Goddard. Goddard again, he's a big lad for a centre, this lad, isn't he? Drives it through. Brendan Tutor. Or as Mick Morgan calls him, Desmond. I think Desmond Tutor's just a shade smaller. Maskill at dummy half. Cass in possession, but trailing 34-16. Saints defence been exceptional in the second half. 12 minutes have gone. The last one of the sequence. Good ball put downfield. Prescott will cover it. There's only Prescott on his own. Saints players a little slow getting back. But Golding was there. Danny Arnold coming in off the wing. Good shoulder charge by Tutor, and then he wrapped him up at the second bite of the cherry, along with Maskill. Tutor in again. Well, there, I told you he wasn't backward in coming forward, Tutor, was he? And he's trying to obviously rally his troops. Somebody's got to get a grip of this Castleford side, as far as they're concerned, and bring them back into life. Golding with the dummy, draws the defence. Taken down by Harland and Sampson. Last one of the sequence. Cass a little slow getting back on side, but the ball kicked through. Good touch finder there. Dean Busby, I think, the man that kicked that one. So Saints from coming from just short of their own line, back up within 15 metres of the Cass line. It's a Cass head and feed. It's 34-16 and 13 minutes gone on the clock. We'll give a mention to some telespectator, Tony Maguire. He's just been in for a very big operation. Open heart surgery he's had. He lives in Newtree Avenue at Sutton. He's a regular Saints spectator. He can't come to the matches just yet. Obviously not fit enough to come and stand here, and whether the pressure on his heart would stand it, especially after today's match. But we wish you speedy recovery, Tony. We know you've got to keep in touch by video, along with your wife Elsie's here today, and I think your lads will be here today. But great tackling there by the Saints as they come in, force Flynn into touch. Newlove, Sullivan coming over, and the big high five from Sullivan, from Newlove and Booth, and a substitution now as Perolini comes back on to replace Andy Leatham. We know it's going to be a hard physical game, one against the head there. The referee didn't like it, he pulled it back. It didn't look all that bad from our angle. But Golding again, out to Hammond, Prescott. So Saints a little fortunate there, I think. Danny Arnold sliding through, -1 boot, plays it quickly. Cunningham to Northey again. Saints again within a whisker of scoring. This will kill Cass off if Saints score. Hammond! Yes, under the sticks! That's it! Lick 'em and stick 'em. If Cass come back from this, I'll be in Woolies Window next Saturday dinner with a band playing outside. So Hammond in for the try. Surely that'll kill Cass off. Great work by Arnold up the wing, strode through into the 20-metre area. Then the ball came back in midfield, and it was lovely slipped inside to Hammond, and he went over there, just sidestepped past the Cass defence. In for the try. 38 points now to 16. There's been playing every fortnight now in the Silk Cut Challenge Cup, and an away tie at either Rochdale or Thatcher Heath. Away to the Saints as Golding pops it over. 24 points the gap. 4 converted tries plus another score. Cass need to win the match. And time isn't on their side, is it? 24 minutes remain. Good kick taken by Stedman. On to Nickow. Perolini back on. The forwards have been spelled. Good work from Sean McRae and his backroom staff. Brought Perolini off earlier on, put Matautia on. Now brought Andy Leatham off. Works hard, does Leatham. Well, all the forwards, all the players work hard. But if you get a good platform from your engine room, that's going to build you up, isn't it? And a big display by the forwards. And obviously missing forwards in the calibre of Adam Fogarty and Ian Pickavance that have built a good platform for the Saints this season, and backs like Joey Hayes, Alan Hunt and Tommy Martin long-term injured, back ready for the Super League. Prescott plays it. Well, Smith there didn't give Prescott 10 metres, in my opinion, and Prescott forced into touch. Good tackling by Flynn. and Chris Smith on Steve Prescott. A platform now for Cass to build on. To Nicow, takes it midfield. Stevens had gone on the blind side. Now it's out with Flowers, Jason Flowers. Good tackle on that far side. Prescott had gone well, got over there. Jason looked a little high, that tackle came through. Matauti going to be spoken to. The players up, there's no damage done. Keep the tackle down is the indication. Castle play it, 2 points are no good to him as Sampson drives for the line. They have another 6 tackles to hopefully get points on the board. As far as they're concerned, now it's with Sykes. He's been wrapped up, the ball will have to be smothered. Maskill to Stevens. Cass spread it, Stedman throws the dummy, looking for the runners. Oh, that's a good tackle by Matauti this time. That slowed Flynn down, but he still bounced off it and drove forward. Tutor slips it inside, drop off ball. Coventry, held back. Once again, Cass, Stevens, Stedman pirouettes. Grubbers it through, the ball going to be spoon dead. Good play by Stedman there. He saw there was a bit slack at the back. Good tackle by Newlove. Flynn saw the danger. He saw a gap emerge in the Saints defence. He took a knock. Yes, he'll need some treatment. It's along with Maskill. On to Sykes. Sykes again. Booth and Matautia bring him down. Cass move it left. Tutor. He's 2 metres short. Tries for the old dying Swan act, but doesn't get away with it. Stevens to Nicow. Nicow to Stedman. Oh, great tackle by Hammond. Great try saving tackle as the Saints weather the storm. Stevens. Joint bounces him down. Last one of the sequence as Flynn's receiving treatment. Stedman chips it again. Hammond takes it. Is he in his in-goal area? He is. Good tackling there. Lovely position kick by Stedman. Lovely position kick by Stedman. He took it well. Hammond took it, but it was forced back and tackled in his in-goal area. And Golding will have to drop out from between the sticks. Jason Flowers takes it, builds up the charge, drives it forward. And from a seesaw game we had in the first half, it slowed down a bit in the second period. Obviously, Saints over for 2 tries. Northey and Hammond both converted by Golding. 40 points to 16 the score. And 20 minutes gone. So 20 minutes of this Silk Cut Challenge Cup tie remaining. Maskill, Nicow running the angles. It's on to Sampson. Sampson and Matautia, shoulder to shoulder. Nicow from the acting halfback. Castleford with a little slack there in marking up. The last one of the sequence. Maskill from dummy half. Stedman. Lovely ball out to Tutor. Tutor chips it for the corner. Prescott will have to run it dead. So another spirited charge by Cass. As they move it downfield, they hold the Saints there. That's 12 tackles, maybe 18 on the trot. So Castleford have put pressure on the Saints. Saints have weathered the storm, but they kicked through there. Stedman, that time from Tutor. Obviously, if you can get a favourable bounce, a deflection, anything can happen. And Saints drop out yet again. Coventry has the possession. Brendan Tutor, just short of the 20. Saints line up, the defend again. Now with Stevens. Harland running the angle, it's on to Stedman. A little mix-up between him and Sampson. Saints penalised for offside. Rather harshly, I think, by referee Cummins. Obviously the Castleford Speckies don't think so. Sampson drives for the line, puts the shoulder down, and he's held only a metre short, or even less than that. Maskill, long ball, Stevens, he took it well. On to Nicow, inside to Harland. Saints have the possession. Saints player taking an injury there, he doesn't look in a very fit state at all. As Arnold brings the ball to the 20. Oh, it was Simon Booth. No, it's not Simon Booth that's took the knock. Saw Simon Booth, he's obviously took a knock as well. Sullivan tried to pirouette through, but Sykes, I should say, and Nick Howe. The Saints player still injured as Cunningham. He scampers away, releases it to Joint. Joint brushes off the tackle, looking for support. Good cover defence by Cass. Last tackle of the sequence, Hammond makes sure. Oh, it was touching goal, does it? No, the ball's still in play. That's it, playing well in the in-goal area, and a little bit of Castleford fortune. Matautia gets boot to ball, but it's too deep. What will the referee rule? Scrum down, head and feed. Yes, Dean Busby is the man that's injured. Phil Vevers will have to come on and replace him. Straight positional swap as far as I'm concerned, with Vevers moving into the loose forward berth. He slots in there at the back of the pack. Saints head and feed. Golding out to Newlove. Newlove drawing the defence in, and Newlove into his hat-trick. Well, that's a piece of cake, isn't it? That's a superb try from Paul Newlove. Saints and the world record transfer in rugby league goes over for his third try of the afternoon, and that was sheer class from Newlove. Now I've got a query for you. Any of you away supporters that travel on the Saints supporters coaches? Now Peter Rowlands, who does an excellent job, along with the supporters club at St Helens, in the away travel, he's asked me to ask you a question. Why do Saints always win on the videos that are shown on the supporters club coaches? Now I told Peter I'd asked this question for him, so all answers to Peter Rowlands. The question again, why do Saints always win when the video is shown on the coaches to away matches? Don't know what the prize is. You see Peter about that. But Castleford have the possession. Saints commanding lead of 46 points to 16. With 14 minutes remaining, Gareth Stevens for Cass. 18 points scored by the Saints in this second 40. Chris Smith down the wing, turns it inside. Flynn can't take it. Bobby Golding, is it that tidies it up? It certainly was. The Saints captain. And Saints have the possession. Cunningham, Phil Vevers. Versatile Vevers. Quite a few rumours going round about Saints bringing an Australian forward here. I don't know whether they're founded or not. But if they're as good as this fella Vevers, and we have as many seasons out of the forward, if he does come, as we've had out of Vevers, we won't grumble, will we? Vevers came as an unknown. He's made his mark here, and he's done a good job with the Saints. He's in a testimonial season and a well-worthy beneficiary. Coventry on the far side as the Saints keep up the charge. 46-16 to score. Their line hasn't been breached, even though Castleford have put a lot of pressure on it, with up to 12 and 16 tackles at a time. And the ball loose, knocked back. Still in Castleford possession. Chris Smith. Temper's getting a little frayed there, maybe. Centre field. But good tackling by Northey. In, wrapped him up, man and ball onto Tutor. That'll be a good tussle there, wouldn't it? Northey and Tutor. My word. Stevens, good grubber kick through, taken down by Golding. Regathered the ball. Little bit of enterprise as Maskill again puts the ball to touch. It's not going to run dead, but Prescott will have to be careful. Oh, Prescott evades the tackle, Samson coming through. It looked a rather enthusiastic challenge if he would have connected. Beavers again. Nickau and Tutor. Simon Booth, sidestep, straightens up. Plays the ball quickly. Perolini moves out wide. Heads go back as Perolini and Steadman meet. So Castleford now a couple of months off to get the side ready for Super League. Lofted ball. Sullivan can't take it, it's loose. An awkward ball that was. Player missed out. Newell it was that was missed out. Sullivan couldn't take it. And Cass have a set of 6. 11 minutes of the tie. Tutor grubbers it for the corner. It rolls into touch. States just let it roll in. It's meant for Coventry on the far side. But just a little too much beef on it. Nice to see that John Neal signed a 2-year contract for the Saints. A player, another grafter, a real powerhouse forward. Just does the basics. The Saints come away with possession from the scrum. Last 10 minutes to go, 46-16 to score. And I think a few of these Castleford spectators, they'll have seen enough. It certainly was exciting. Well, it's been exciting all through, obviously, as long as you're a Saints, Becky. But the first half, with lots of points, bore no resemblance to the second half for Castleford. Golden onto Perolini. Perolini bursts through. Matautia's with him. Perolini slips it. Matautia can't take it. Castleford have the possession. Steadman moves it over to the left. Coventry, he's hauled down just outside his 20. Maskill at dummy half. The Saints steaming up there again. Just a mistake at the last minute. There's Brendan Tutor listening to Mick Morgan here. I'll be calling him Desmond in a minute. But Saints weather the storm there. They complete the tackle on Stevens. He's tried to inject a little bit of pace. Maskill gets the ball away as Booth took him down. Saints break away. Steve Prescott. Maskill came in, got the kick away. Booth came in and met him straight away. That's a good tackle for me. Northey up right flank. Golden. Castleford with a man down. Oh, Joint is broke through. It's Matautia on the inside. Matautia will finish off under the stick. Great work again by the Saints. Cass were a man down, and their defence couldn't weather the storm. Matautia with his try brings the half century for the Saints. Good work by Chris Joint again. Drove it up through the gap. Support loomed on the left for Matautia, or in the shape of Matautia. Nickau and Samson played well for Castleford. Kieran Cunningham for the Saints, as he always does, and all the other players in the Saints side and the Castleford side have competed in this Challenge Cup tie. But Golden converts Saints' 4th try of this second half. It brings it 52 points to 16. With 8 minutes of the game remaining. And Maskill up and fit now. Well, he's up and about, but he's been replaced. Andrew Schick back on for Maskill. It didn't look too bad as he walked over there, but no risk being taken. Matautia going to be penalised. Keep the tackles down. Steadman gets the ball into touch. Castleford certainly competing. They've never said die. But the Saints defence, the second 40. has been superb. 24 points without reply in this second period. Brendan Tutor taken by Booth. Good tackle. Clamped the ball, slid down the torso. Nick out, Steadman, Schick back on as a replacement for Maskill. But it's Cass again, pressing the Saints line. Flowers comes through, drop off ball from Steadman. The Saints have contained Steadman in this second period. He's there again, he chips it through. It's down off the knees of Beavers. Beavers can pick it up. He certainly does. The tactical kick was there. He tried to prod it through, did Steadman. Hit the knees of Beavers, bounced forward. He gathered it. Saints have the possession now. They want to finish off with a flourish. Cunningham, perilously close to that touchline on the far side. Brought down on the halfway line in the last 5 minutes. And 52-16 the score. Knocked forward by Hammond. Stevens picks it up. Stevens drives again. Hold down, Matautia, Booth, Perolini in attention. Sykes again, good running. Schick was there, Sykes plays it quickly, and Castleford again. Spread it over to the right, looking for a consolation try. Lovely work, Goddard comes in. Obstruction there. Obstruction, yes, Castleford leading to their own downfall. Goddard bounces the ball down in despair and disgust, and only rightly so. 3 men on the right there, Goddard, Flynn and Smith, and he makes a complete cock-up. Saints with a penalty, restart, 10 metres in, 20 metres from their own line. Perolini, shoulder to shoulder with Tutor, and Tutor there just giving him a little bit of a facial as he does. Very competitive player is Tutor. Booth spreads it out, down with Beavers. Beavers has to take the tackle. Saints a little short of personnel on that far side then. Andy Leatham back on. For the last 5 minutes. Saints again moving it upfield. The ball's kicked through. Castleford have it. They're looking for a consolation score in this second period. No addition to the half-time score of 16, even though they've come perilously close on numerous occasions, but the Saints defence has been watertight. You could say a comparatively easy tie in this next round, I suppose you can say, but nothing's easy, is it? As we know, with the London Broncos, the Super League club of next season, going down at lowly Dewsbury by 12 points to 10, so nothing is safe and sound until the final hooter goes. Tutor, short ball there that certainly looked a hint suspicious to Schick. Last one of the sequence and 3 minutes remaining. It'll go to Steadman, it'll be up in the air, you can guarantee that. A tester, Prescott in again. Oh, took it well, did Prescott. Gives the hand up, he's up the wing. Prescott, Sullivan's with him. It must be all the way. Prescott gives good. Flowers the outside, raises the hand and goes in for the 4-pointer. And that's a superb ending to this Challenge Cup tie. All the way by Steve Prescott. That was the right tactics as far as Cats were concerned. They had to put the ball up high. From Steadman, the Castleford players ran forward, looking to put pressure on Steve Prescott. He took it well, under no pressure whatsoever. Then he beat the cover defence up the touchline. Only the fullback to beat Flowers. He gave him the inside, he gave him a little bit of room, then powered to the left, took him up the wing, give salute as he dove over, and another 4 points for the Saints. Steve Prescott's 9th try of the season, and he finishes off in good style. Yes, it's there. 58, So 30 points in the second half without reply. Paul Newlove, your Silk Cup man of the match. And obviously another David Howe's quote on the teletext this week. It said that Ian Pickavance wouldn't be available for the 4th round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup because of injury, and also it said he wouldn't be available for the 5th round. Well, I think David Howes must have known something that we didn't, but obviously we found out this afternoon, haven't we? 58-16 the score, and Saints have the possession after a Castleford mistake. Still time now, approaching the 40th minute of this second half. Golding chips it for the corner. Arnold chasing it. Is Arnold in for the try? The referee says no, the touchage was on the far side. Arnold didn't get downward pressure. There's the final hooter with just 10 seconds of stoppage time, and the Saints obviously shake hands with their counterparts from Castleford for a great performance here in the 4th round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. A lot of internal wrangling at the Saints with the changes of coach, but Sean McRae must be pleased with his charges this afternoon. They've obviously responded well to his coming here and his treatment and his team talk, and the lads there, they've got to get on with the job. Whatever happens, you've got to get on with the job. But a great performance by the Saints. They applaud the travelling faithful, and so they should, the lads and lasses that shouted for them throughout the season, and obviously we hope to continue to shout for them towards the Twin Towers of Wembley, we hope, and let's see if we can dispose of the pie eaters on the way.